Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for showing up today for our monthly featured showcase. My name is Andrew Bothwell. I'm the SVP of Sales and Customer Success here at Rattle. Super excited to be here today. I joined the organization just about 5 months ago and was in your guys' shoes not too long ago. I was a customer for 2 years before coming on board. Super excited to support you guys on your journey with Rattle and show more about what we have coming in the product. And I'll allow my co-hosts today go ahead and introduce himself as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Sahil. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO. A lot of familiar faces in the room, and to people that I haven't met, it's great to have you here, and excited for this conversation. And this is the first feature showcase, and we'll start doing this every month. So I'm super pumped.
Yeah, awesome. Yes, a couple of things. One is, as Sahil's mentioned, we will be doing this on a monthly basis. And also we're going to ensure that we'll be sending you guys a monthly newsletter to kick off every month of things coming, when the next showcase is, and continue to educate you guys on how you guys can use Rattle. So with that, let's go ahead and jump in today. So our agenda, we want to share a little bit like what we're hearing in the space today, just to kind of share more about that. And then we'll jump into the roadmap. And then as always, do some Q&A for you guys as well. So what are we hearing today? I think the key thing that we're hearing across the space today is, and I think everybody's feeling this, that efficiency is really everything, especially in today's economy. And this is how we're really thinking about Rattle and thinking about you guys as our customers, and how do we help you guys become more efficient with your go-to-market motions. With efficiency, we know you guys are feeling this, and we're seeing this across the space, that gaps are being are identified more than ever. Doubling down on pipeline, maybe it's sales, maybe it's CS. How do we really drive that efficiency across our market? And with gaps, we know that's kind of creating this chaos, and chaos does create risk as well. That chaos is your reps channel switching, maybe asking more questions, those forecast calls, maybe it's customers at risk, whatever it might be, we're seeing more risk. And the risk is really leading to this. So according to IDC, some teams are losing upwards of 30% of their revenue. And so as we think about Rattle and we think about our customers, we're thinking about how do we best support you guys and your go-to-market teams to really fill this gap. And we're really thinking about it in 3 buckets today. And those 3 buckets really being around pipeline, expansion, and deals as well. So as we jump in today's roadmap, I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to Sahil to dive into some of the new features we have that we rolled out in the past, what's currently available, and what's coming, because we're really excited about our roadmap and how we can best support you guys as we go forward. Over to you, Sahil.
Thanks, Andrew. And I guess this is the meat of the whole conversation today. So let me share my screen.
Yeah, I had the easy part.
Okay. So we just want to quickly talk about 2 features that we pushed out in the last few months and reintroduce people in this group who haven't looked at those. We have 2 features that we are rolling out this month, and they should already be available in your accounts. We have something which is coming soon in June, which is meeting intelligence. So this is 2 to 4 weeks away. And then we won't spend a lot of time on the July release, but I want to give you a sneak peek of what's coming up in July. But again, we'll do another product feature showcase in June and July as well. But this is to give you a sneak peek of what's coming. So let's start with the first one, which is deal rooms. I think if you haven't used deal rooms yet, I would highly recommend you to use deal rooms. And what deal rooms are basically a way for your teams to collaborate on your most complex deals. So most complex deals are, yes, obviously high ARR, but your most complex deals also have a lot of internal stakeholders. So what deal room does is it creates that collaboration space inside Slack or Teams that you are creating manually today anyways. So as soon as a deal becomes too complex, Sahil would stop just creating a DM with Andrew, but then create a channel for it and then start inviting more people to collaborate. We formalize the entire process. So fully automated, And you can see a logic here, which is at stage 2, create the deal room if the opportunity is more than 100K. Stage 3, add deal desk individual. Stage 4, add VP sales. Stage 5, change the name of the channel if it's closed won, and add the CSM team in. And if it's closed lost, you can archive the channel. So no, you don't have the issue. You won't have the issue of having so many channels at once. It will organize everything. Today, 40% of all our customers use deal rooms. This has been our fastest growing feature yet. And we are seeing phenomenal rate. We are success. We are seeing at least 10% improvements in win rates that can be you can directly attribute it to deal rooms. So if you aren't using deal rooms today, I think you absolutely should. It's a game changer, and it fits into everyone's workflow so easily. The second feature is leaderboard, which is, I mean, everyone here understands the power of gamification. And now you can gamify your team goals, your company goals, individual goals. So I have 3 examples here. So this is an example of gamifying the company goals. So in this case, it's, say the company wants to hit 3 million from January 3rd to January 31. And you can send this leaderboard at the end of every week. So this one went out on January 28th. It says 3 days to go. You've already hit your 3 million goal. You're at 110%, and you're at 3.3 million. And who are the top sectors or regions or industries or even AEs who are contributing to that? You can do that for AEs where there is no specific goal, but it's just a competition amongst AEs, and who are the top 10s, and what's their total contribution, and what is their individual contribution towards the total goal. And then, I mean, I love this particular use case, which is for SDRs, which is send a leaderboard. Every day might be too much, but every week, which is who was the best SDR and how many opportunities did they book. It just creates so much visibility, but it pumps everyone up on everyone wants to be there. And this is all available today, and it's all in Slack. By the way, if anyone has any questions, feel free to put them in the Q&A, and I'll be happy to get to it. But let's talk about present of what we are launching right now. And we'll give you a demonstration of this as well on how this works. But the first is enablement. So right now, the challenge with enablement is that you have all this content in HighSpot, Seismic, and your LMSs, but the way you surface that content to the folks who need them is ad hoc. You can create a document which is, hey, read this in your week 1, read this in week 2, but people don't really do it. What we are trying to do is we're trying to create just-in-time enablement content, which is when you need that content, it will get surfaced up to you. So you need the HighSpot content, you need the Seismic content. It's available at your fingertips in Slack. So there are 2 ways in which you can use this feature. So first is onboarding new team members, and the second is everboarding content. So let me give you an example of onboarding new team members. So, and you will see here, this is very deep and very complex in the way that is built to support all use cases. But let's say when I onboard someone, I want to send them welcome instructions on day 1. But on day 30, I want to make sure that they have generated at least 3 opportunities. On day 60, I want to make sure that the total amount in those opportunities is equal to, let's say, 100K. And on day 90, I want to make sure that they have won at least 1 opportunity worth 20K. So it's not just making sure that they have the right content at their fingertips, it's also making sure that they're hitting those milestones that you are determined for them. And at any point, if they hit the milestone, and if they don't, you can escalate it to their manager or someone from the enablement team who can then step in and make sure that their journey is on track. So that's on onboarding. Everboarding. So everboarding is the content that you have in your enablement platforms You have your battle cards there, you have your top tracks there. What Rattle will do is we will surface the right content at the right time. So say I am in a deal with Disney. What this will do is, as soon as Netflix is mentioned as a competitor, it will automatically ping the deal room channel saying that, hey, because Netflix was mentioned, this is the link towards HighSpot for the competitor card for Netflix. And this comes in when you need it, and it can be for any use case. So that's what we now we have, I think our beta cohort had 5 customers, and they have seen a lot of success with enablement for both everboarding and for onboarding. So that's the enablement feature. If anyone has any questions, feel free to put them in the Q&A. Moving on, we'll talk about support flow. So this is for CS teams who support their customers inside of Slack. So everyone on this call here is a customer of Rattle. And as you know, we have a shared Slack channel with every one of our customers. So you will have a shared Slack channel with us. And we see 98% of inquiries that we get are over Slack, and only 2% are over email. So it says that the world is moving away from emails and into Slack, even for support. But the challenge right now is let's say I have a shared Slack channel with a customer. Say Jane Austen, I'm not sure if anyone is a Jane Austen fan, but Jane Austen comes in, and I think we misspelled Austen. But she comes in and she says that, hey, I'm unable to log into Rattle platform. So obviously your support team will jump in, and they will want to support this customer, but this data never makes it back into Salesforce or Zendesk. And for you to be able to get this data back into Salesforce or Zendesk, you know what every support person does is they will copy this, they will go into Salesforce. So let me see if I can pull up Salesforce. And they will create a ticket manually, which, as we all know, is not the process that any of us needs. So what do we do? And what we have built here at Rattle is, now you can add just a simple emoji, and it can be any emoji. For us to be on brand, we picked T-Rex. So I can add a simple T-Rex emoji, and it will create a case automatically in Salesforce. Just by that, it will know which account this is. It will tag it to the right account. It will, you can pre-fill the information that you want to be pre-filled. The module that we have is incredibly detailed, but it will now create this. So if I hit view in Salesforce and show you this, it would have automatically populated the issue from Slack, and this case is now created. So that would save them so much time, but also will make sure 100% of the data goes back into Salesforce or Zendesk, whatever your ticketing platform is. And you would have seen this in your own customer Slack channels, is whenever now a customer support query comes in, we use this feature ourselves, and I cannot tell you how many amazing insights it gives us, but it goes even beyond that. If the customer, Jane Austen, if she posts another message here, Apurva, would you just mind just posting something in the thread? As Jane Austen. So what I want to show you is, as soon as the customer posts something here, it will automatically go back into Salesforce. So your support engineer can stay in Salesforce, and your customer can stay in Slack, and both those workflows will be supported. So, and I can post something right now for now, which is, let's say I post something as comment 1. and it would be posted into the Salesforce object right here. And again, the support engineer can stay in this flow, and there will be a back and forth between this thread. So it maintains communication. On top of that, once the case is closed, we'll automatically notify this thread that, hey, the case has been closed. Or if you want to let someone know that the case is escalated, you can create those logics as well. Again, fully customizable. And the other thing is, let's say a new case request comes in. So let's say case request 2, and you want to fill in more information before you create the case, you can always do create Salesforce case. And now this will open up a modal that you can fill information before you create a case. So it's your choice. If you want to do it quick and fast, you do the emoji. And if you want to do it detailed, you use our create Salesforce command. And again, the amount of time it saves, everyone is just phenomenal. And also it gives you full insights, and it makes everyone's life easier. Okay, so that was support flow. Let's talk about future of what's coming in June. So in the next 3 to 4 weeks, what we will have access to. So meeting intelligence is a feature that is built on GPT. Everyone is doing something on GPT. We had to do something as well, but we didn't jump on the GPT bandwagon because we really wanted to think through on what will solve a core need rather than just being a gimmick of using GPT. And I'm saying big words here, so hopefully what I'll show you in the next few minutes will live up to what I'm talking about here. So what meeting intelligence is it's an integration with Gong right now. And we'll talk about what happens in meeting intelligence V2. It's an integration with Gong, which will automatically take your call notes from Gong and create a summary out of it. Again, there's nothing special about it. We understand that it's a commoditized feature, but there is a reason why we took our sweet time. And I'll show you right now of what that is. So let's say you have a call or an AE has a call with a prospect. There are 4 ways in which we really wanted to push the boundary for what should be possible. So the first is right after the call, these notes won't live in a separate environment. They will come directly into the deal room. So if I have a call with Grafana, those which is a happy customer that we are happy to support, it will post those notes immediately after the call into the deal room. So nobody has to go into a separate interface. You don't have to be reactive to things. It's all proactive. So that's one. The second is we are segregating our notes from meeting summary, next steps, and coaching and feedback. But the biggest thing is all of this is totally customizable, and you can even give it a custom prompt. So you might say that I don't need next steps. I need medic information filled out in these notes. And you can just tell our bot and say, hey, I need medic, and voila, you won't see next steps anymore. You will see medic. You can even say meeting summary. I need a meeting summary, not more than 20 words. And you will get a meeting summary in 20 words. So whatever prompt that you give it in natural language, it will satisfy that. So every company is different. Every company wants to see different information after the call, and you can customize. So that's second. The third thing that is unique is after the call, we'll ping the AE directly, suggesting which fields in the CRM they should be updating. And that's where this becomes really, really powerful, which is the AE can see, oh, Caterpillar and Mitsubishi are the competitors that were mentioned. That's what Rattle suggested. Decision maker is David, and close date should be this. They will click on update fields. It will give them an idea for what the previous value was, what the right value is. If they don't like anything, they can simply hit do not update. But if they think everything is good, they can hit submit. And that's where we're trying to take it really forward, which is being able to update fields automatically as well in Salesforce. But here's the fourth thing, which is what Adam just asked, which is we will also create a custom object in Salesforce and push all this data into Salesforce. So this is always available to you for custom reporting. So if I click on demo with Arshad, it has the meeting summary, the next steps, coaching and feedback, how many meetings have we had, it'll have the contact information, tag to opportunity account, all of that in Salesforce. So if you ever want to see how many times a competitor is being mentioned, you can just simply run a Salesforce report and you will have that just because you have access to the code data. So that's why we have been super excited about meeting intelligence. And that's why we took a lot of time in building it, because we wanted to make sure that we do this in a way which solves the core issue and not just build something on top of GPT that everyone is doing. Now, I know that we have 5 minutes. The next path towards meeting intelligence is we'll be integrating with Zoom and Chorus next. So right now, in the next 3 weeks, it will be available with Gong. But in June or early July, you will see integrations with Zoom, Chorus. We have our friends from Otter here on this call, so we'll support Otter as well. And the plan is to support Clary, Outreach, and SalesCloud after that. So we want to support all platforms as we can, and basically increase the usage of these platforms, but also providing you value and giving you data back into Salesforce. So that's meeting intelligence. The last wildcard here, which is Canvas, is something that will take us, if we go into the detail, Canvas will take us at least 30 minutes. But I'll just leave you with a quick visual here, which is what we're doing on Canvas is being able to visualize your entire process and where it's breaking from one single flow. So Canvas is where all your Rattle workflows will be shown in a manner how they're connected to each other. But more important than that, it will tell you where a process is breaking. So right now it's telling me that, hey, 7 records are where handoff notes are missing, which are only less than 1%. Medic is failing only 12%, but demo date and stuck in stage are failing more than 20%. So I know exactly which area do I have to focus. And more importantly than that, it will even give me a sense on who the defaulters are. So we believe that Canvas will change the game for how RevOps is able to visualize the entire process and where it's breaking, but also for the AEs, where we'll give them one single view to fix everything from one single place. So super excited about Canvas. And to Adam's question, yes, Canvas and Board V2 will ship together. And the timeline is still end of June, early July. So in the next 6 to 8 weeks. So very, very soon. Okay, so those are the things that we want to show you that we are working on. I want to take a quick poll here, which is out of the 4 things that we showed you today, which is enablement, support flow, meeting intelligence, and Canvas, which one is your favorite? So let me just run a quick poll. I just started a poll. Would love to get, okay, I can see the responses coming in. Cool. It's so crazy because here are the, I don't know if you can see the results of the poll, but it's an even distribution between enablement, support, and meeting intelligence, which is an amazing thing to see. So it looks like we have interest in all 3. If you have to get access to any of these features, you can just post in the chat here, and our CSM team will reach out and they will enable you on the access. So feel free to post that in chat, or everyone has a shared Slack channel with us, and you can post that in the Slack channel. And again, our CSM team will give you access to any of these features. So thanks everyone for showing up. If anyone has any questions, feel free to hang around for a few minutes and we'll answer that. But this is everything that we are excited about, and hopefully this creates the amount of impact that we think it would. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Bye.